Hello guys, I'm back with another video on implicit differentiation. So we are required to find dy over dx on this problem. Yeah, it's quite interesting how it looks and how it's structured. So how can I find what's it the derivative here? So I'll apply implicit differentiation, but before I do anything, I want to first convert the square root into an exponent. So that's the first thing that I will do. So this will actually be x multiplied by y plus 1 to the power 1 over 2 equals to y dot x plus 1 to the power 1 over 2. So yeah, I've changed that, and then I'm going to indicate that I'm going to derive on both sides. So do y over dx, I'm going to derive on this side, and I'm also going to apply dy over dx on the other side as well. So dy over dx. So I can already see that I have a product of two functions. This in this side, there's y, there's x, sorry, and then there is y plus 1 to the power 1 over 2, right? So I need to use the product rule. So in order to derive this part, we have to apply the product rule. And then, so let's apply the product rule here. Then this becomes 1 multiplied by y plus 1 to the power 1 over 2 plus x multiplied by what? Multiplied by what is the derivative of this part? The green part, it's 1 over 2, and then y plus 1 to the power minus 1 over 2 multiplied by the derivative of the inside, which is just dy over dx. So that's the derivative of that first part, right? So then this is equals to what? This is equals to, we're going to still also apply the product rule on this side. What is the derivative of y, guys? It's dy over dx, and then x plus 1 to the power 1 over 2 remains the same, and then plus, right, I'm going to try to push everything to this side, right? And then pushing everything. So dy over dx, I've derived the first part, and then in the second part, my y remains the same. And then what is the derivative of this? This is just 1 over 2, and then x plus 1 to the power minus 1 over 2. And then, of course, multiply by the derivative of x in this case is just 1. So yes, I've derived the first part. And then I can now then try to simplify whatever I have here. So this becomes what? This actually becomes y plus 1 to the power 1 over 2, because that multiplied by 1 is just that, plus, and then here, what can I do? I can also simplify here, and then multiplying this, in this, it's actually x all over 2, and then what are you going to have in the denominator? You're going to have y plus 1 to the power 1 over 2, and then dy over dx. Yes, that's some algebra there. And then this part, you're going to actually have x plus 1 to the power 1 over 2 dy over dx. And then plus, what is this? This is going to become y all over 2 times x plus 1 to the power 1 over 2 multiplied by 1 is just 1. It's just a thing. So one thing that you need to remember, guys, is that if you have a to the power minus n, it's equals to 1 over a to the n. It becomes positive when it goes down the fraction. And also remember that a to the power 1 over 2 is equals to square root of a. So that's another tip that you need to recall on this problem. And then right, okay, so what do we need to do in this case? We need to put everything with dy over dx on one side. So I prefer taking everything that has dy over dx on one side, then this will become our dy over dx will become a common factor on that specific side. So here, this will then solve to become x over 2 root of y plus 1, I just converted that, dy over dx minus root of x plus 1 dy over dx equals to y over 2 root of x plus 1, and then what is that, minus what? It's going to become minus root of y plus 1, right? I just converted everything that has to the power of 2 to that big square root, so yeah, nothing hectic there. So now we can see that in this side, this dy over dx is a common factor, so we can take that as a common factor. So dy over dx, it's what? You're left with x over 2 root of y plus 1 minus root of x plus 1 is equals to y over 2 root of x plus 1 minus root of y plus 1. Right, and then we're going to divide both. We're going to make dy over dx. We're going to make dy over dx the subject of the formula. In this case, dy over dx becomes equals to, right, I'll just copy the things down, or maybe let me just rewrite it. Y over 2 root of x plus 1 minus root of y plus 1 all over what? All over x over 2 root of y plus 1 minus square root of x plus 1. Right, yeah, this problem looks quite complex when you look at it, but that's how you get to that answer, right? Fairly enjoyable, something that you need to sort of like practice and do it by yourself and see how far you can go with it. And yeah, let me know if you have any challenges on the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Cheers.